Hello and Namaste. In continuation with the complex numbers, we are going ahead with the applications of De Moivre's theorem, wherein we have already explored one session on expansions of trigonometric functions. This is the session 2 or part 2. What is this type 2? Type 2 is expansion of sine n theta, cos of n theta in the powers of sine theta and cos of theta. So we have known for this De Moivre's theorem, the statement of the De Moivre's theorem. If we'll apply this LHS, RHS side cos theta plus I sin theta to the power n, and we will apply the binomial expansion. Please do follow the previous session of the type 1, that is part 1 of the expansions, wherein I have explained the binomial expansion in detail. So now I'm not going in detail for the binomial expansion. Cos of theta plus I times sin of theta to the power n can be expanded through the expansion as this, which is cos to the power n plus nc1 cos to the power n minus 1 theta I times sin of theta and so on. So this would go as the series. Then this series, if we'll combine or if we'll just collect the terms, the real part and the imaginary parts. So imaginary part is the coefficients of I and the real part is without I. So that is what we have just. And if we'll just compare both the sides, so cos of n theta, so cos of n theta would be giving us this real part of this RHS side complex number, which is cos to the power n theta minus nc2 cos to the power n minus 2 theta sin square theta and so on. Similarly, this sin n theta would be expanded, find out or would be expanded as nc1 cos to the power n minus 1 theta sin theta minus nc3 so on. So if you observe these two formulae here, so if you observe here, the observation is this cos n theta cos to the power n theta, nc2 cos to the power n minus 2 sin square. So addition of n minus 2, the powers of this addition of the remain as n. Similarly, if you observe here n minus 3, 3. Similarly, so you just try to find out the relation between this formula in this way, right? Similarly here 1 sin to the power 1 here, and this is nc1. So you just have this pattern, understand the pattern here. Prove that sin 7 theta upon theta is equals to 7 into 7 minus 56 sin square theta plus 112 sin to the power 4 theta minus 64 sin to the power 6 theta, and state the result which are you have used, right? So let me just go ahead with, so cos of 7 theta plus I times sin of 7 theta is this, which is by the expansion you'll be expanding this particular thing. Now there are two ways. Directly you can just go the formula which I have given you here at this place in the previous slide. Otherwise you can expand this expansion separately, then compare the sides here. After comparing, you will be getting the sin 7 theta as equals to, because we need sin 7 theta upon sin theta. So sin 7 theta you can directly go from this nc2 and all nc1 nc2 that way. Otherwise you can just go and expand this binomial expansion for cos of, that is cos of theta plus I times sin theta to the power 7. So 7c0 7c1 and so on. The expansion is this given to you for the reference sake here. So sin 7 theta we have got this. Now sin 7 theta upon sin theta. So everywhere wherever there is a sin theta, that term would go from the numerator. So this is sin theta would be here. Then sin cube theta would become sin square theta. Sin to the power 5 theta becomes here sin to the power 4 theta. And sin to the power 7 theta becomes here sin to the power 6 theta. Cos term won't change here. But if you observe here, this term is equals to, this RHS have asked all the terms in terms of sine only. There is no cos term. So we'll be changing those terms. So every cos term would be changing using the trigonometric formula as sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So we are using this particular formula to get this done. So every cos term we have replaced as 1 minus sin square theta, that is cos square. Then cos square theta we have replaced is again, if you observe this particular term here and this particular term here, then just by the multiplication you will be getting the terms. Just combine the terms, collect the terms, you will be getting this 7 minus 56. Whatever the desired answer, you will be getting that answer in particular way. So what is the important step to remember here is, important step is to remember this trigonometric formula we are using it to change the cos terms, cos square terms into the sin square term, right? Okay. Then this next is prove that tan 5 theta is equals to this, and hence deduce. So if you'll observe here. So now in the previous case, I have given you the method using the binomial expansion. Now let me take this particular example using the formula which we have used it somewhere here down in the slide number 1. So sin n theta is nc1 cos to the power n minus 1 theta sin theta minus nc3 and so on. So here we are going to use it because I need tan of 5 theta. So tan 5 theta is nothing but equals to sin of 5 theta upon cos of 5 theta. So we are going to do this. So we will find out sin 5 theta first. So sin 5 theta using this formula. So it is 5c1 because here in this case n is equals to 5. So just you need to replace every 5 and you will be getting the formula something like this here, right? So 5 cos to the power 4 theta sin theta minus 10 cos square theta sin cube theta and so on. Then similarly cos n theta would be find out using the formula same here also. N is equals to 5. N is equals to 5 here and we will be getting this. Now tan 5 theta is sin 5 theta upon cos of 5 theta. We are just writing these terms here. Now one thing you have to observe here, we need all the terms in terms of tan. We need all the terms in terms of tan. Therefore, that means what we need sin by cos, sin by cos, sin by cos in each and every term with along with the powers. Right now, if you observe here, this is sin to the power 5 theta present here. Sin to the power 5 theta present here. So that means what? I have to multiply and divide using cos to the power 5 theta. So automatically the other term. So you will, if you observe here, at this stage, we have done this cos to the power 5 theta, cos to the power 5 theta, divide and multiply this particular term. Divide and multiply for this particular term. So after doing that here, you'll be getting each and every term like this, right? Let me take the next page also the similar thing. So tan 5 theta is this, sin 5 theta upon cos 5 theta, which is this term we have got it here. Now if we'll simplify further, that means it is cos to the power 5 theta, cos to the power 4 theta. So that means what? This particular first term would remain here with 5 sin theta upon cos of theta would give us here tan theta. Similarly minus 10, the second term would be cos squared cos to the power 5. So remember this denominator cos cube, numerator is with sin cube. So you will get it tan cube here, right? Similarly sin to the power 5 theta, cos to the power 5 theta, tan to the power 5 theta. Here cos to the power 5 theta upon cos. So there is 1. Then here also cos cube theta, cos to the power 5. So sin cos square theta would be there in the denominator. So sin square theta upon cos square theta, tan square. We have got it. And similarly for this particular last term. So we have got this particular thing. Now if you'll observe there that they need it, every theta would be replaced as pi by 4. So that means we'll be putting in this particular identity, we'll be putting the theta as pi by 10. Pi by 10, and therefore if you'll observe here this entire thing, so tan 5 pi by 10. So every theta I've replaced here with pi by 10 here. After that, so if you'll observe here 5, so tan 5 pi by 10 would give us tan of pi by 2. But tan pi by 2 is infinity. And therefore it is equals to infinity is nothing but something upon 0. That is something you can take it any number. And what will happen for this particular term? So that means what? This particular term would give us here. That means if I need this particular identity is equals to infinity, I should have the denominator equals to 0. I should have the denominator equals to 0. From where we have got this? Because we have got this particular thing tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2 is infinity. And we are going to get this infinity only if the denominator is going to be 0. And therefore we have got this identity, that is 1 minus tan square pi by 10 plus 5 times tan to the power 4 pi by 10 is equals to 0. Very, very important question. This you can consider as a most wanted question. Okay. This is again a little different, but if you observe this particular question itself, prove that 2 times 1 plus cos of 8 theta is equals to x to the power 4 minus 4x square plus 2 the power square. When what is this x? X means 2 times cos of theta. That means what? This every x would be replaced. So it is nothing but 2 times cos of theta to the power 4 minus 4 into 2 times cos of theta to the power 2 plus 2 the whole bracket square we need it. Something like this we need it here, right? And we'll be trying to get that. Now again 2 times 1 plus cos of 8 theta, which is equals to, now we are going to use it here, the double angle formula, which we have already used it. But let me just take you to the double angle formula. That is 1 plus cos of 8 theta. We have replaced that as 2 times cos square 4 theta. Because of the fact that is 1 plus cos of 2 theta is equals to 2 times cos square theta, right? And here double angle is 4 theta, sorry 8 theta here and 4 theta here. So it's a double angle formula, which is equals to the 2, we are taking it inside this cos square. So after that it is nothing but 2 times cos of 4 theta the whole square. Now cos of 4 theta, because we need it here, this cos of 4 theta plus I times sine of 4 theta, which is cos of theta plus this. Again the De Morgan's theorem we are going to use it. Why are we doing this exercise? We are doing this exercise to get the value of cos of 4 theta. To get the value of cos of 4 theta. Again using the binomial expansion you will be getting the terms like this. After that you will reach to this particular identity. After getting this particular identity, and if you compare with cos of 4 theta plus I times sine 4 theta, this particular term, you will observe that cos of 4 theta is nothing but this particular first bracket because of the complex numbers, right? And therefore we can just have this comparison of two complex numbers, getting this cos of 4 theta is this particular identity. After getting this, we are just trying to, because if you observe here, we want every term in terms of cos here now. So that means what, every sign will be replacing with cos. Again the same identity we are using it, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So we are using the same identity and we are using it every sign place, everywhere in the sign place. And therefore after just simplifying, multiplication and simplification, you are going to get this type of identity, which is 8 cos to the power 4 theta minus 8 cos square theta plus 1. So if you observe here, it is almost similar, and therefore this 2 times, so this is 2 times 1 plus cos of 4 theta, 2 times 1 plus cos of 4 theta, which is 2 times cos of 4 theta the power 2. But we have got this as just cos of 4 theta. We have to put this value here in this equation number star, cos of 4 theta, which is 16 cos to the power 4 theta minus 16 cos square theta plus 2 the whole square, which is same as x to the power 4 minus 4x square plus 2 the whole square, wherein this x is nothing but we have taken as 2 times cos of theta. So what I have explained you here, the same thing we have got it in the last step. Yeah, and this is a self-observation slide along with the 3 questions. So I have increased 1 question here just to have a practice for you all. And this again, these all are the very important questions which are very favorite of the examiners, if whichever the examination you're going ahead for. So that is the reason I have kept all of them along with few of the examples I have explained in the session. So I think you have understood this particular type of examples. Thank you. Happy learning.